What's up, Internet? It's WILSHOCKER on a mission to shock the world with fantastic content. And today, I'm not doing any Pokemon, but I am going to do some gathering on Albion. Just going to be a chill day. Just going to talk about whatever comes to mind. And if you're up for that, feel free to hit the like button. I know I don't always hit the like button, but when I do, I always remember that it really helps the other person. So it's also free. It doesn't cost anything. So that's always nice. Um, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos recently about the concept of work and the fact that selling your time is not a very efficient transaction in the grand scheme of things because you only have so much time, and um, it's worth more than money. If even if you think about it for like 2 seconds, you realize that it's more important to have time than money. Um, I myself have been working at this job for the past 6 years, 5 or 6 years now, and it's caught up to me because there are ways that my job affects me that I'm not even thinking about. Right, the fact that I can't really remember any of the ideas that I had 10 years ago or what my personality was like 10 years ago. The fact that I've given the past 10 years to this job basically means like the majority of my brain is configured towards acting within this template of working, and it's become difficult for me to explore parts of myself that are not, you know, relevant to my job. For example, I used to be a great writer, and I used to be really good at, spinning up stories and controlling language and writing essays for my classes and stuff. Now, if you asked me to write a 10-page essay or even a 5-page essay, I would probably struggle to do it because so much of my energy has gone towards this one version of me that, you know, manifested because of my desire to work a 9 to 5. I guess you could call it a desire. It's more like like a like a requirement, because I didn't want to be a loser, and that is a whole other topic for another video. But I don't want to stray too far from the point I'm trying to make. Basically, work comes with an opportunity cost, whether you want it to or not. And even though even though the job has worked out really well for me, I can't say with any certainty that the sacrifice has been worth it because because of how much of myself that I've lost, and parts of myself that I can't remember, and parts of myself that used to exist a long time ago and don't exist now. So I have a really bittersweet relationship with my job because having financial security definitely affected my life in positive ways. Like, I'm not saying that it didn't. Um, Having a job means that no matter what, like, I am automatically useful to other people. Like, people can come to me for help, they can ask me questions, they can ask me for loans, they can ask me for, extra money if I have it. Um, they can ask me for like investment ideas, and um, they can ask me about, how to get qualified, credentials, things like that. So I mean, there's a certain level of value that I bring to the table now that I definitely did not bring to the table 10 years ago. So there's something to be said about that, because if I think about it this way, if I had spent the last 10 years writing, then, and if I was, spent the last 10 years writing 40 hours a week especially, I think I would probably have more than one book done, and I would probably be able to sell those books. Like, realistically speaking, I'd probably be able to get like a 1 to 5% conversion rate. And that, you know, that's an opportunity cost. I decided to go for this $25 an hour job instead of writing my books. And there's no way for me to know which one would have been a better idea. But my instinct tells me that the books would have been a better idea. So I'm kind of taking a B tier life path when I have a perfectly good A tier life path that I could go for. It's just I think the societal expectation weighed down on me a lot, especially back then, because I was really desperately struggling to find this point of my life where I could consider myself valuable, and I could think more highly of myself. And so that kind of led me down the pipeline of pursuing status and making myself better and better. And I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with that, but it depends on the reasoning, because I can't say that I was doing it all well, yeah, I can't really say that I was doing it all for myself. I mean, for the most part, I have a job right now because I know that it would make my dad happy. Like, if that makes any sense, because I have a very old-fashioned thought process in my family, where if you don't have a job, then you're not a man, you're not even an adult, that sort of thing really hammers into you after so many years of it. So I don't want to think of myself as any lesser, and I think if I didn't have a job right now, I would think lesser of myself. And that would continue up until the point where my books, if they did exist, actually, made more income than a job actually would. And I can't say with any certainty that after 10 years of writing 40 hours a week, I would be making any more money than I do at my job. So the only real difference is, like, I would be more fulfilled, I guess. I guess it would be a more fulfilling career path, but I don't know. Anyway, that was just kind of a ramble. Um, Leave a comment if you have anything to say. One more reminder to hit like and subscribe, and I'll talk about something else next time.